The funny thing, you said I love it. I was like, did you add some more stuff to it? I thought it was like a track about the come on. I love it too. I was like, boo, boo, doo, doo. I know. So we're back again.
Yes.
Where we at? This is episode 4?
Is it?
I think so.
It is episode 4.
These weeks be flying by. Time waits for no one, people.
Nope.
Because I'll be like, Justin, we just do this yesterday? I'm excited to be back, but like, shit, I feel like I just left.
Right.
Literally,
Me too.
just taped. Yeah.
It always amazes me when I wake up on Wednesday and I'm like, wait a minute, is it pod already? It's pod today.
Yeah. I'll be like, wow, okay.
She cheers into herself.
Yeah, I know. I just hit the thing. Too sober.
You're too sober. Me too.
Don't make me laugh. I'm going to spit that out of my mouth.
Well,
yeah. Wait, that be recorded?
It sure is. It's showing up for you.
I'm a lush child.
I know.
I am a lush. I am. I've gotten better. Well, not that I've gotten better. My body is like, no, bitch. So that's why I've gotten better. But
but most of the time the other day I was like, ooh, I'm quitting. And then,
oh, really?
Yeah, but then you want to celebrate something. And I'm like, do we have to drink? But yeah you do, because you want to have fun.
Yeah. Because it's kind of just like weird. It's awkward as fuck to be out, like even in parties or just like celebrating sober. That's so funny because at Ace Party, DJ it's Sober October. I didn't even know it was like Sober October. Yeah. And she was just like, oh my God, because she wasn't drinking and she was like, I am really boring. Sober. She kept saying it. She was just like, oh gosh, oh no, I need a drink. But she said, I picked the perfect month to not want to drink.
Wow. But then was it Sober October and there's No Nut November?
No nut?
No Nut November.
That means no sex?
No sex, no jerking off, no...
Who comes up with this shit?
I don't know. I told you, remember? Yeah, people be coming up with stuff and then people want to follow it.
No.
And then there's one month that you just don't cut your beard or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's something for everything. Yeah. But I don't know about that no nut.
Yeah, I don't know if I can go. I can't even go a day, but
listen. That is just like cruel and unusual punishment.
Yeah, I don't know.
Unnecessary.
I don't know. That's crazy, but yeah.
Like you can't even masturbate? Like that's not...
Nothing.
That's okay.
Nothing.
Yeah.
So, how you been? It's been a week.
I've been
Haven't seen you.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Did you do anything fun over the weekend?
Yeah. I went to Oceanside in San Diego. It's like real close to one another. And my friend's birthday weekend. So we drove out there. My first time in Oceanside, and I went to a nude beach.
A nude beach?
I went to a nude beach.
Wow.
And the funny thing, he told me about a new beach. But I wasn't even putting it in my head that when we were going there, because it was a beach literally outside of our hotel. Like he was on the, he wanted the oceanside view and all that.
Okay.
So, but he was like, okay, but we're going to go to Black's Beach the day of my birthday. Okay. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Not pizza, but you got to hike down until this like whole area, and that's where the beach is at. And I'm still trying to get this visual in my head. I'm like, you got to hike down, and at the bottom of he kept saying hole, which is like, the bottom of the hole is a what?
It wasn't really a hole, was it?
No, but I mean, I guess you would call it a hole. But you can tell it it's a beach. You see the ocean is gorgeous, right?
Wow.
But still in my head, I'm not putting two and two together that this is where we're going. I'm just like, okay, we're just going to go to... He loves the beach. Yeah. Like, he literally has his beach chair in his car. Like, he can live on a beach. Yeah, he loves the beach. So I wasn't thinking nothing of it. And I know I was hiking, and I was just like, okay, because I hiked maybe like... It's probably like the third time I've hiked before. And I remember hiking like in Runyon Canyon, and I was just like, okay, like... winded and like, okay, this is a thing, and like going down it's kind of like scary.
Yeah, it is. It is the steep and everything.
Yeah, it's very steep. And honestly, like you're tired coming up, but I feel more safer coming up because you slide all kinds. You don't got the right sneakers on, bitch. You sliding.
Especially if you're not prepared, you don't know where you're going.
So the entire time in my head, I'm just like, I try not to think about this while it's happening. I'm like, what is the death rate? I've been trying to Google it. What is the death rate on these hikes? Like, how many people have passed away? Because I feel like you could just literally go tumbling down.
Is it that steep though?
You just literally it is that steep. It is that steep. It is that steep, and
no branches to hold on to.
There's no much like barriers. Like I feel like in Runyon Canyon there was more barriers where you feel like, okay, like if I do fall, it's so many bushes right here that I'm gonna get caught and intertwined before.
I don't think of that. I don't think of that. I think of the
I had to tell myself to stop thinking like that. I Googled it later, and like when I Googled it, sorry to get off topic. When I Googled it, this was I didn't see anything about like any deaths in Runyon Canyon. I said maybe they not putting it up there. I don't know, because I feel like somebody had to hurt themselves before.
Yeah.
Okay, so but people would never want to go. You know what I'm saying? So well, not me. That ain't my kind of thing. Hiking, but it is cool.
Yeah,
but some things, cultural thing, like Black people don't really hike. Like
Wait, I don't think is Runyon Canyon a really hike? Is that a hike?
It's a hike.
I know it's like a workout thing, but it considered hiking.
It's hiking.
Oh no, because I know there's three.
It's three different ways, right? But when we went, probably because of the pandemic, they had closed off some parts, so we ended up taking the hardest route.
Yeah,
and I didn't know. Well, we knew as we was doing it. Shit was no joke.
Oh, yeah. Now I'm remembering. I was
like, we still got more. And by the time you get halfway up, you got to keep going because now you're trying to get to the finish line so you can go back down. And I'm thinking going back down will be easy because you're not going to be tired.
Yeah.
But going down, I'm sliding and shit. I ain't got the right sneakers on. I'm like, I'm on the floor crawling. Like, I'm not going down this mountain. I'm not falling up this mountain. So anyway, that prepared me.
Oh, prepared you for...
Because I went to I went hiking before. It's this place in Atlanta. I can't think of it right now. But it's a place in Atlanta similar to Runyon Canyon. But Runyon Canyon is definitely much more... it's bigger. It's more popular. I think it's steeper. But it prepared me for when I went to this hiking. But there was some people that was with us that wasn't trying to go because they wasn't even trying to go down rocks to even get to the little beach we was at by the hotel. So I was like, I know y'all not trying to go hiking. But anyway, we hike down to this level to where the beach is at, and then when we get there, I'm like, oh, this is beautiful. And as I'm walking, I'm just seeing naked bodies. I'm just like, oh shit! I'm like, we on the nude beach.
Wait,
he like, yeah.
He told you though, right?
He
but
mentioned
you wasn't
it.
Really
He didn't tell me prior to going that this is the new beach I was telling you about.
Oh.
He didn't even mention it before even going on a trip that Black's Beach is the new beach that I want to go to my birthday. Like on my birthday, we're going to this new beach.
Right.
But he did tell me before we need to go to this beach. He even sent me pictures of the beach. And I'm, me, I'm like, I'm all into
you do
I'm
it.
an exhibitionist. I'm like into bodies. Like I love anatomy.
Right.
So, I am not, right. Yeah. I am not the one to be like, oh no, so I'm like, he knew also that I would be cool with something like that.
Yeah.
So maybe he probably thought I remember it, but he didn't think to tell me because, he know me. But when I got down there, I was like, oh shit. I said, no wonder you have to fucking like come down this hike because they like, listen, you got to lose your life to be free. If you ain't trying to be free, you ain't gonna climb down this far. Right. So if you try to come down this far, then you meant to be here. Yep. You know what you're getting yourself into, and this is what it is. Nobody should be down here judgmental and none of that shit.
Exactly.
You literally had to hike down here, and it was no joke. That hike was no joke, and it was great. I mean, I would have loved to see more melanin on the beach,
right? But
it was such a freedom, with just seeing the people and it's so exhilarating. I'm sure. Surprisingly, I didn't get naked
at all.
I didn't get naked at all.
I mean, did you at least wear a bikini?
Oh no, I had on a two piece.
Bra,
I had on a two piece. I mean, I'm like halfway.
Did they
naked.
match?
What did my bikini? I had a whole set.
Okay, because I don't be liking the. I don't like it.
What?
When people have the mismatch bikinis and mismatch underwear?
No.
Okay, good.
First of all, then they that means they makeshift and they putting shit together. Okay, unless the bikini come with 2 different colors, but something is going to match because that's how sets are.
Okay,
so you should turn around if it's black and white and the black is on top and the white is in the bottom. Then you're gonna turn around and the black might be by the butt and the white might be like they're gonna mismatch it. You're gonna know it's a set. Something's gonna connect it.
Yeah, the polka dots or something.
Something's gonna connect it. Whether it's like a little piece that's gonna connect the top to the bottom, something's gonna connect it. But no, I had on a 2-piece. And I had on my little, like a overthrow kind of thing, which, came off. But when I go back, but they say, like, sometimes, like, after the first time or second time, then you're like, okay, I'm getting naked.
Oh, so that's what it was when you went? You wasn't, like, comfortable? Or you
I
just
wasn't comfortable, and I'm not comfortable, and people look at me like I'm crazy, and I even posted this on Instagram. I'm like, y'all be surprised to know this is my first time on a nude beach, because everybody know I'm an exhibitionist. Yes. And I was like, you'll also be surprised to know that I didn't get naked. So a lot of people was like, bitch, what? You didn't get what? Like, you always naked. But I am still, and I know, I am still getting used to my post-quarantine body.
Yeah.
So I'm still like working out the little kinks and stuff.
Well, a lot of people would think that, though. A lot of people, when I talk to them about nude beaches, because I have never been, and everybody know I want to be a nudist. I haven't gotten there yet. But the only thing I've done is go to a resort, a nude resort. I'll tell you about that later.
Okay.
But I always think, like, go to a nude beach, and you're just going to take it off. But a lot of people say they don't do it right away. And I was like, what?
And that's what my friend was telling me, too. He was like, probably like your 3rd time, because that's how it was for me. And he said, sometimes I come here and I don't, and sometimes I come here and I do. It's just however you feel.
Yeah.
And then, when the liquor in your system, you probably just do whatever the fuck, however you feel. But, it was beautiful, though. See? It was beautiful. People were playing volleyball. Like, I don't know how far. I probably would play volleyball. I like playing volleyball. But, I'm real particular about shit getting in my coochie. I told you about that with the beach. I don't want to say it about coochie neither, okay?
See, that's the thing. When you do that, and you're jumping up and down.
Look, they were balls to the wall, balls to the sand.
I saw it behind you. You over there taking these beauty shots, and all I see is balls jumping up and down.
Yeah, you see,
and I was like, "Are you on a nude beach, girl?"
On a nude beach show.
Oh my God!
So that part, and this guy was telling me a story about this girl, and she had ants. Like ants was on her, and ants must have been like on her stuff. And see, I would have freaked the fuck out.
See,
I would have freaked out. I would have freaked out.
And the little crabs that be crawling, not like what? Not the what's it called it? Not the genital crabs, but you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, wait, I know
like
you were talking about
crabs.
Wait, crawfish?
Crawfish?
I don't know if it's crawfish.
I don't know.
I know crawfish looks like little crabs.
But all right, so when I see on IG or whatever, and you see the little crabs be crawling and they be digging them up in the sand.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if you're a nude beach, does that happen?
Yeah.
I don't know. See, that's the stuff I be thinking about.
Yeah.
But you talking about coochie shit. And I'm talking about like...
Yeah, but people in there like
I can't.
I love playing volleyball. I love volleyball, and I wouldn't mind playing it on the sand.
Yeah.
But when you play volleyball, you diving. Yeah. You're trying to get to that ball. You're not thinking. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When you have a bathing suit, it's a little different. But child, you butt ass naked. Right. They butt naked.
Dang.
But I'm sure it's fun. I'm sure it's fun. But like, I don't know how far I would go. Like, I think when it's time to play volleyball, I probably would put on my bathing suit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To play. And then other than that, like when I'm tanning or like when I'm just walking around or whatever, I probably wouldn't mind just, being nude. But like I said, it's not a place for judgment. It's a place of freedom. It literally nobody is nobody's really paying you any mind.
Yeah, that's the thing. A couple of our friends went to a nude beach. Actually, the same beach you went to, the Blacks Beach, I think it's called. And so we were going to go with them. I mean, something came up, but I know when me and John talked about it, I was like, oh, they're going to a nude beach. And then we both have to be comfortable to go. And then, people have in their ideal of what it is before they get there. And I was like you said, I don't think there's no judgment. You don't even have to be naked. We talked to somebody and someone told us there's a beach you have to, when you go, you're just naked and you have to be. Oh, okay. And I was like, so I started asking around. I was like, do you have to be naked? And they was like, no, you don't have to be.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, because not everybody, like you might just, you're on the beach, but you are you have the freedom to be naked if you choose to.
Yeah.
And I like to have that decision.
See, that's so freeing.
It's so freeing.
Oh my gosh. Like, you know what I do?
So liberating.
I haven't done it yet. That's on my list very soon. I'm going to go and do it. But I've always take these little pictures. Me and John will go hiking in the woods, and I look around and say, anybody looking? And I'll put my pants